Hi, Cara here. I've been talking about the very real frustration that parents, students, and teachers experience when they're trying to help a child meet a goal within a specific amount of time, and it just doesn't seem like that time is enough to really reach what they want to do. One solution to this problem is to reframe the goal. Instead of saying to your child, I expect you to walk calmly out the door in the morning with your backpack, shoes, coat, hat, and gloves completely packed independently. I'm going to meet you where you are and help you do the gloves, coat, and hat, and you, my child, are going to take care of your backpack. So this is reframing the outcome of complete independence to success with support. And so this example builds connection with the child. They feel seen, and they are building then the way to build independence for themselves rather than us taking over and ordering do this, do this, do this, which is not going to build independence for them. And they're going to leave the house if we're yelling and frantic and saying you should know how to do this by now. They're going to leave the house feeling kind of sad about the way the morning started. Whereas if we support them and make a plan, then you're partnering in that specific journey to get where you both want to be in the end. And for a teacher, if the accommodations allow for you to allow a student to turn in a 3-page paper instead of a 5-page paper, but that 3-page paper is very well done and has 2 detailed topics discussed throughout the paper with evidence, then maybe that's a solution to a kiddo who's having a tough time producing when it comes to the writing. So in both examples, a parent and an educator can meet a student where he or she is, and then look at the outcome differently so that we're building independence and we're building a love for trying because the student can see themselves and their success in the project. And yeah, that sounds perfectly easy to do, right? So I was talking with a parent about the last post that I did, and she gave me some amazing insight, and I want to share that with you about an obstacle that us adults can experience when we're trying to help these awesome kids. She said, Cara, I had to completely rethink what my own educational experience was like and my own expectations of what it was going to look like for my child based on my experiences in order to be able to truly help my child. And it was mind-blowing for me because yes, that is absolutely the key to building our own why for the how in which we help children adjust to the demands that we're placing upon them in a very good way. So I want to talk about that a little bit more. School is one of the few times or the few situations that all of us as parents have experience in that matches, what our students are doing. We've all done school in some way, shape, or form. We have positive experiences, we have negative experiences, and we have the stories that we've created about ourselves as learners and what worked for us and what didn't. So we take all of that information without even realizing it, and we bring that to our interactions with our children and with our students. And that is a huge barrier to meeting our kids where they are. And we do it unconsciously, we do it well-intendedly, but we think, okay, if this worked for me, this is going to work for you, or this was very important for me to turn all my assignments in on time. I felt anxious when I didn't, and so therefore I'm going to help you not be anxious by turning your assignments in on time. But if we just first notice and say, oh, okay, that was me. This is my kid. My kid is not me. And ask the question to the student or the child to say, what do you need in this situation? And it's such a powerful question because it helps us all put our intentions in the right place as the adults who are the helpers, right? We look to the child. The child has a chance to offer up what he or she needs and feel like the child is part of the conversation then. And the first time you ask, your kiddo or your student may not even know how to answer you because we don't get to ask that often. We don't have the time, the luxury of the time to ask truly, what do you need in this situation? But by asking, we're helping them to practice thinking about the gap between where they are and where they want to be. And then we are going to help them fill their gap. So it's not about us. And I think that question, what do you need, which I learned actually last night from my ADHD coaching class, is so very powerful in turning the tables and the expectations to the student. It's truly, student, child-centered, personalized learning, or meeting them where they are to get a homework habit or a home routine done. And so I'm going to leave you with that question. Try asking when the time is right. So in a quiet moment, what do you need to get out the door on time in the morning? Or what do you need to help your homework routine feel better? As soon as you ask, you're going to be able to gather information, you're going to be able to connect with your kiddo or student, and that just starts the conversation that you can continue to ask as you grow together in the learning of how to meet the people that you care about where they are and help them fill their own gaps between where they are and where they want to be. Thank you so much. Have a great day, and I look forward to sharing again soon.